Hey, hey. So Libras, welcome back, you guys. Libras, let's take a little peek at what we got over here. Later on this evening, I'll do a few more zodiacs. By the way, all zodiacs got their full moon message. Now, we are still rocking the energy of the full moon, but of course, Libra already had a more specific full moon message. Now we're just kind of like flowing into whatever this storyline may present. Okay, so we have a Seven of Swords. It's in the reverse, and we have the Knight of Pentacles upright. It's been a long time coming, but somebody's got a truth to tell, or somebody has stopped lying, and what they're left with is, wow, I've been out on this open plain, everything's become kind of bare and naked. Like the lies that I told one by one have been peeled away, and now we're finally at a place of truth and clarity. I don't know who this is yet. We've got a Two of Cups sideways. Maybe it's both people. And we do have, first off, with that Seven of Swords in the reverse, that could be our Libra, because that's our sword energy. Libra could have been dealing with an earth energy, since we have the Knight of Pentacles next. But we do also have water energy here, but it's sideways, so I would say it's shared. So between Libra and another person, where this is a very important connection, there's been some kind of falling away of any lack of truth. You know, sometimes we tell ourselves lies in life. We have a Five of Swords. We have the Chariot sideways. So slowly but surely, what's become more visible is that not only did we have a Two of Cups, but we also, this was divinely guided, and then we were divinely guided to actually even go through the great conflict, because it either was going to help both of us to move on, or both of us were going to face someone who challenged us in exactly the way we needed to be challenged. The two of us were amazing, and also, like, I'm going to say, not gently encouraged change, but they shoved each other into transformation. Now, both characters are different. Libra is different for having known this person, and this person is different for having known Libra. They could be a Cancerian. And we have, like, two people are very, I'm going to say this is a two-way street. This is Libra and another person are actually in the exact same space right now. Much time has passed. Much water is under the bridge. These two fought like tigers with each other, or titans, maybe is what I should say. You know, the clash of the titans. The titans were the old gods in Greek mythology. They held the power of the universe because they were oftentimes once associated with the literal universe, you know, like Gaia, Rhea, you know, the earth herself, the cosmos, you know, like we had the titans are the old gods. They are the primordial gods. And then the Olympian gods, you know, overthrew them, which the Olympian gods, of course, were their children, actually. So it's kind of like a metaphor for, like, you know, when eras shift and change. And I'm thinking at one point in time, these two clashed like titans. They were perhaps both busting out of an old era of thought process, both Libra and this other person. Those conflicts that Libra had with this person, they might have been epic battles, epic emotions, but all of it was actually still divinely guided. Now, that doesn't mean like calling each other, you know, curse words. That's not the kind of battle I would be talking about, or, you know, fisticuffs or something. We're talking about like what it stirred up between Libra and this person. I do not feel like this was an easy relationship. I feel like it pushed both of them to like be defensive sometimes, like, how dare they say that to me? Or how dare they make me think about the situation like this? I want it to be simple. They need to stop doing this, and then everything could be perfect. And instead it was like, oh God, instead I'm getting triggered or pushed to, you know, look more at like, how do I want to react and respond to things when I'm triggered? I'm just picturing that both characters were pushed, not because it was an easy relationship, but because it was one that really made them connect to their higher selves. And both of them have at this point. The net result is this was not at all a wasted opportunity. Libra and this person have gone through tremendous transformation because they knew each other. There's that great Brandy Carlisle song, and I don't think the whole song fits. It's called I Will. But I'd have to say that I am glad to know you, and I'll never be the same because we met. But then the next line is, you might not miss this, but I will. I don't think that applies. I just think it's, if nothing else, because we don't know what's going to happen for these two yet, but this is starting to look pretty good. Both of these characters, I think, are equally as glad that they knew each other, because they're both recognizing, I grew a ton because of you. And it was not easy, fun growth. Okay. It wasn't, but I'm more stable now than I've ever been in my life. And this is an unexpected consequence. You notice the dark horse is here. We always, that phrase, the dark horse wins the race. We didn't expect. That's the horse that nobody thought could just suddenly pull ahead in the last instant. It's the one that we didn't expect. I think because Libra and this person had such a difficult Clash of the Titans type of relationship, it was like, I never would have dreamed that during times when I was so upset with you, broke up, I was harboring hard feelings towards you, all those things, I never dreamed that I would actually come full circle and say, that was the most transformative, meaningful, and even like progressive relationship I ever had. Because in truth, there was also love there, but my God, there was love and there was gnashing of teeth and, problems. Fives are numbers of change. That Five of Swords, that was harsh change, but we came out better for it. And who would have expected this? Now, at this point in time, this is two characters thinking back to the past, right? We have the elephant's head or trunk touching the crown chakra. And it's like, remember all the other like really good things, all those intricate things, all those details. I feel like right now, Libra and this other person are both being flooded with memories of what they learned, what conversations happened, and they're going over it. And I think this is for both people. They're going over the past, but they're seeing it with like, we had this dialogue and they said this to me and I said that to them. And then now I see it so differently, because maybe they had some points. Maybe there were some things that were said that at the time I was just pissed over, but maybe there were some truths in there too. Two things can be true at the same time. They didn't say it nice. They didn't say it. And sometimes what they said wasn't fair, but there was also a grain of something that was true in what they said. There was something here where I almost feel like both people want to say, thank you. I wish I could actually talk to them again and tell them, some things after meeting you help me like alter some stuff in my life. And I've actually, I'm better for having known you. I'm better. Honestly, I don't regret being with you. I don't regret even the arguments and stuff that we had. This is all bitterness is gone. Ace of Pentacles is, rising here like the next eon or era for sure. And I'll say that because this is very reminiscent of like Mayan calendar, Aztec. And it almost feels like it's an end of an era and a new era begins. It's not the end of the world, though. It's just the beginning of a new cycle. And I think this is certainly for Libra. It's like, I know that my life is actually better because I met them and because I went through that very messy, transformative, tumultuous time with them, and what it left me chewing on and thinking about for so very long. And yet that was all part of this process. And I've finally like absorbed all those lessons, and it's shifted and changed me fundamentally. Wow. Very nice. Either Libra is saying, I ended up an emperor after this. I've never felt more confident in my life. I've never felt like a better version of myself. This could also be Libra saying, I'm ready for a real emperor and I know what that looks like now. And they help me learn what that looks like. I love this for Libra. There's nothing here that is mean or petty or anything like that. Ace of Cups, Six of Swords sideways. I don't know if this means both people are like, you know what? I love them unconditionally and I should tell them that. But if they're done with me, that's totally fine. Or if it's like, I love them and I send this into the universe and I say, I put the lid on the mummy's coffin and I let it go. But that ancient piece of history, so dear and near to my heart. Because this is sideways. This could be two people letting each other go in their hearts. Like, I will never forget you. You will stay with me the same way ancient history stays with all of us. Or this is two people saying, I got to tell them that I love them. They mattered so much to me. I was very in love with them for what it's worth. But it's all right if we let each other go now too. I wouldn't expect them to be like, yay, let's get back together. Let me try to ask, since this has been so much of a shared energy, and I feel like two people are in the exact same space right now, let me just ask, universe, let's just stay with you. What's the outcome for these two? Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles, again, upright, new beginnings, but we have crickets. So I don't know that Libra and this person are ever going to say anything to each other. We have a Nine of Cups. That's actually sailing onward. We have the Page of Wands, and we have the Ten of Swords. Does this mean that they are like gracefully sending a message out across the universe and saying, I will never forget you. I'm glad I met you. I loved you deeply. I'm going to go live my best life thanks to the fact that you helped me see what that looked like. I became a better version of me. And I'm excited to move on because you and I are done. I don't carry any bitterness anymore. Or is this, oh my God, we can have a brand new beginning and I'm sailing right back to you because I got no hard feelings left. I don't know how to read this. And the universe is like, it could go either way because we have these two people standing side by side, singing in harmony on the Sun card. But the Seven of Cups says, will they be singing in harmony truly? Look, I think that Libra and this person are going to talk again. Maybe it's to wish each other well. Maybe they'll stay friends for the rest of their lives now, but they'll never be in a lover's bond anymore. Or it's that two people now can have the great happiness that once was just not possible. Now they can start to rebuild something and figure out what they want the relationship to become. What will it look like is up to them. Because we see two people here, and I'm going to say we've only ever seen two people in all this, Libra and this other person. They both are in such a much better energy. But the universe is still not pointing out to me. Actually, let's change decks for a second and see if I could look at one thing and say, what's Libra going to do with this newfound sense of tremendous peace and clarity? Let's ask it that, like that. The Star and the Seven of Pentacles. Libra's going to do whatever it is that makes them really happy. Something that Libra has thought about doing for a very long time. Something that's been like, this would be my wish come true. I've thought about this for a long time. Now is the time that Libra takes that action. This star could mean that they reach out and say this to the person, like, you know what? I had so much growth with you. It was not easy or anything like that, but thank God I met you, and I just want to tell you thank you. Or this is Libra just sending that into the ether and saying, and now I move far away from this and I'm so done with this and I'm so happy that I went through it, but I don't need to reach out. It's Libra's going to take the action that is whatever their heart truly wants, whatever has been really in here. Two of Swords. It's whatever they blocked for a really long time. If Libra, and it could go either way, it's whatever Libra had not acknowledged they wanted for a really long time. We have the Emperor and we have the Three of Swords. Again, Libra keeps coming out as an emperor. An emperor always takes charge of their empire. They take charge of their emotions. If Libra feels like I didn't want to acknowledge it, maybe I caused them a lot of grief also. Maybe this was as difficult and a relationship and as painful as what I went through. Maybe this is Libra saying, I need to make sure that I tell them I was devastated. I was heartbroken. I was frustrated. I went through hell with you. And it also made me a better person. And now I can acknowledge I probably put you through the same thing that I felt like I was going through. And I never wanted to hurt you. Like I would never want to hurt anybody, but especially not you. I could see Libra. It's not even like an apology. It's more just like the acknowledgement. Everything I went through, I just now realize you probably went through too, but I would never have wanted to hurt you. It does feel like it's just this higher perspective. So if that's really what Libra has wanted to say all this time, I could see Libra just doing it. Okay, universe, what action is this other person most likely going to take? Again, these are fictional characters, right? This is not you, no matter who in the world you are watching this. This is not about you. We have the Nine of Wands and we have the Two of Cups in the reverse for them. The action for them right now is to, like, this is wounded warrior energy. This is somebody who's catching their breath. This is somebody who is contemplating the dynamics of a Two of Cups and maybe healing from this idea, because I think they felt very rejected from Libra. Very, very rejected. And they might have even said, you know, Libra was terrible. Libra was this and that. That wasn't a Two of Cups. They were monsters. And I think that they too are healing from that, like, very, like, you know, vitriol kind of, you know, this stuff that they felt for such a long time. And they're actually saying it was a really tough road, but with the Six of Cups, Libra was my soulmate. And it was a lot of cracked pottery in it. There was a lot of, you know, difficult moments that I went through, but nobody could have touched my heart the way Libra did. I think that this person for a while really vilified Libra because it really hurt, like really, really hurt. I don't know if Libra knows how badly they hurt this person, or the situation was so painful to them. Libra says, I do know that. That's why I think I have to take some kind of action to say, I never tried to hurt you. I was so hurt. I was so, like, everything was so hard with you. And yet my God, it was also like, because there was so much love, that I didn't want to hurt you. This person sat there for a really long time, and I think they vilified Libra and they were just stewing in their pain. And this is them taking the action of saying, you know what? Libra and I maybe had a lot in common. Maybe I also hurt Libra. Six of Cups means we shared the same experiences. We were both out in the rain. I think that this is two people both acknowledging that we hurt each other. And that is not, neither one of these people is a villain. We have an Eight of Wands. They definitely, I mean, this is them possibly reaching out to Libra. It would be very comical, but not at all unexpected, with the way these two characters are so on the same page that they could literally send each other a message the same day or within hours of each other. Like, maybe it's 8 minutes apart, 8 hours apart, but it's just bizarre because if Libra reaches out to them first, they may be reaching out almost immediately afterwards and saying, I literally, for the last 24 hours, I've been thinking nonstop about, I needed to tell you such similar things to what you just wrote to me. This is two people that actually feel the same way about each other. You are so important to me. You have been important to me. You always were important to me. I don't think that there's any animosity here whatsoever. No wonder just that alone could make these two so happy. What they become to each other, they'll figure out. We don't really see for sure if this is reconciliation or if this is a thank you for everything, and I wish you well, and I'm glad you walked this earth, and I'm glad we met. It could just be that, or these two have the opportunity to see what do they want to become to each other now. At bare minimum, God, they're glad they knew each other. I love to see the lack of animosity now. So I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Lots of love.